Hello students, today we are going to study weathering and different types of weathering in this particular slides. What is weathering? Weathering is a process in which the rock gets weathered. Okay, the breakdown of rocks into small particles is called as weathering. So it can be physical, it can be chemical, it can be biological. There are n numbers of types in which weathering can occur. Okay, so when this rock or a particular rock is exposed to the different climatic conditions, different temperatures, the effect of that particular temperature is going to take an immense role on the rocks of that region. So in this figure you can see there are three types of images and all the rocks they have different types of textures. Okay, these textures are gained with the help of weathering. So we will study weathering definition first, and we'll study about the difference between erosion and weathering also. What is weathering? Weathering means what? It is the breakdown of rock. Okay, or a breakdown of soil and minerals as well as wood and artificial materials through contact with the earth's atmosphere, water, and biological organisms. So whenever the rock, the soil, it gets weathered because of what? Because of the atmosphere which is in that particular region, because of the temperature, because of that climate, because of water or biological organisms, then it is called as weathering. Now many of you get confused that weathering and erosion is one and the same. Okay, but they are not same. They are interrelated to each other, they are dependent on each other, but they are not same. Both the process of erosion as well as the process of weathering, they are different from each other. So what exactly happens in weathering? In weathering refers to the decomposition of soils and their materials and rocks through direct contact with the earth's surface or atmosphere. So whenever the rock or the soil it gets break down, it gets decomposed. Okay, because of what? Because of direct earth's atmosphere, then this process is called weathering. And what happens next in erosion? Erosion refers to the displacement of solids such as water, wind, and ice. So when these weathered material are being transported or are being taken from one place to another place, there is a displacement taking place, then that process is called as erosion. So there are so many agents which play an important role in erosion. The agents like wind, glaciers, water, ice, these are different agents which play an important role in erosion. So you should always remember that weathering means breakdown of rocks and erosion means transportation of small particles or displacement of materials. So we will study the three types of weathering, that is mechanical weathering, chemical weathering, and biological weathering in short. So what is chemical weathering? Chemical weathering means what? The breakdown of rocks by chemical process. So whenever any process is taking place chemically, then it is called as chemical process. Okay, so whenever a certain rock is reacted with some chemical process and then the rock gets break down into small pieces, then we say that it is a chemical weathering. What is mechanical weathering? The breakdown of rock by physical process. So because of physical things like sun's heat, because of the cold temperature, or because of other breakdown reasons, then it is called as physical process. So the originality of the rock does not change in the physical process. The particles which gets weathered after the process of weathering in the physical weathering has the same composition of the big rock which was earlier. But it is not in the case of chemical weathering. Whenever a chemical weathering takes place on a certain rock, the color of the original rock and the weathered rock is very different. The composition of material of the original rock and the same rock after weathering is also different. So the chemical weathering changes the total composition of that particular rock, whereas the physical or the mechanical weathering, it does not change the composition of the weathered rock. So chemical weathering, it is caused by rainwater reacting with the mineral grains in the rock to form new mineral, that is clay, and soluble salt. These reactions occur particularly when the water is slightly acidic. So whenever the water reacts with the minerals which is present in the rock, so that time what happens? It tries to make a new mineral. Okay, it tries to make a new material. So because of that, there is some acids created, there are some reactions occurred, and then a new rock is created, and the color of the rock also gets changed. So example of chemical weathering is water. It can weather rocks by dissolving them. So there are some rocks or there are some minerals which are easily soluble in water. So when these minerals, when they come into contact with the rainwater, they start getting dissolving in it. Oxygen. It can cause oxidization of certain rocks because it reacts with the metals in the rock like iron. So even oxygen is playing a big role in the chemical reaction. You know that the iron, when it is exposed to oxygen or it is kept open, it gets rust. Okay, it gets rust above it. So iron reacts immediately to the oxygen, and because of this there is large amount of iron present in some types of rocks, and these rocks, they react to the oxygen and they are getting chemically weathered. Next is carbon dioxide. It mixes with water to form carbonic acid which dissolves marbles and limestone. So CO2, you know that various vehicles release carbon dioxide. We release carbon dioxide, and because of this, when carbon dioxide gets mixed into the water, the carbonic acid is formed, and which is very much reactable on the marbles, which changes the texture of the marble stone. Living organisms, the lichens and the tree roots produce weak acids that weather the rocks. The organisms like lichens, they secrete some acids to them, and because of that also the rocks on which they stay gets weathered. Acid rain. Elements like sulfur which combines with water to make acid rain causes very rapid weathering. So there is lot amounts of pollutants, that is sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, carbon dioxide, all these materials, they get mixed up with water and they form a different acids, and which may occur or change into acid rain. Mechanical weathering. Mechanical weathering takes place when rocks are broken down without any change in the chemical nature. As I told before, that whenever mechanical weathering takes place, there is no any change in the composition of the weathered rock. It is same as it was before. The rocks are essentially torn apart by physical force rather than by chemical breakdown. So the rocks gets differentiated because of physical activity, not by chemical activity. There are no chemical components or reactions taking place in this. The original color of the rock is also as it is. The rock do not change its color in any condition. So mechanical weathering is the physical breakdown of the material without altering its chemical composition. You can see in the figure, this is an example of mechanical weathering where the rocks, they do not change their color at all. The color of the rocks is same as it is, and they are changing its composition. They do not change their composition like chemical weathering. Next is biological weathering. Now, bio itself means life. The meaning of bio is life. Thus, biological weathering is a type of weathering that is caused by living organism. So, whenever a living organism plays an important role in the process of weathering, then we call it as biological weathering. So, which living organisms? The living organisms like lichen, algae. So these are the small bacteria or organisms which release acid from their body. Most often, the culprit of biological weathering are plant and roots. So even the plants and the roots, they also tends or play a vital role in the process of weathering. The plant's roots they gets penetrate into the rock and which makes the rock particles to get separated from each other, and there it causes the breakdown of rocks. These roots can extend downwards deep into the rock cracks in the search of water and nutrients, and this process then acts as a wedge widening and extending the cracks. So when the rocks are penetrated by roots. Why? Because the roots they start expanding down inside the earth crust. They go deeper and deeper in the search of water, in the search of nutrients. And whenever any rock comes in between, they start penetrating in it and they start widening the rock, which after some period of time breaks down the rock particle. So these are the images in which you can see how biological weathering can take place. So here you can see the roots of the tree, how it has been taking they are, how is it separating the rock particles from each other. In the second figure, you can see how marshy the rock, how the organisms have made the rock different. So now we'll see the importance of weathering. So what is weathering helping in it? So weathering prepares the way for formation of soil and various landforms that we see on the earth. So different landforms which gets created after years. So when see in the figure you can see 4th November 2011 and 17th of Jan 2019. There is lot of difference in both the figures. Okay. So there is a different landform created. So weathering is a reason to create a different landform. Weathering is the first step as it gives material to be eroded by the agents of erosion, transported from one place to another, and deposited to form landforms such as delta, beaches, plains. So when weathering is occurred, the small particles are being carried away with the help of erosion process. Okay, so the agents of erosion just collect those particles and they deposit those particles to form some other landforms. So the other landforms like delta, beaches and plains are also occurred because of weathering. Weathering helps in the enrichment and concentration of ores in regions of high rainfall. The leaching process removes bases from the parent rock. So there is also large amount of ores which we obtain in a concentrated manner. Okay, very pure manner. So this is also because of weathering as it removes the parent rock. It acts as a leaching. A chemically process takes place and the leaching of the rock happens and you get a concentrated ores because of weathering also. As a result, iron or aluminium gets concentrated in the upper layers. So because of that, you get different concentrated minerals in a very pure manner. So these are the different advantages of weathering. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe the channel.